Also,
Hmm.
we dropped the ball.
I know what.
Your birthday,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
we dropped the ball so hard, man.
Oh man, it's not our fault, and they'll find out why soon. But it's like it would be hard to do,
Yeah, yeah,
man. So
yeah.
I went to Virginia to see Mino last weekend for my
Maryland.
birthday, Maryland. But I landed in VA, didn't I?
So, okay, let me just clarify. Like the DC area is called the DMV area.
Mm-hmm.
That's DC, Maryland, Virginia. And it's because like let's say like this, my hand is the border for like Maryland and Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
DC is like right here. So
Yeah.
like it's all like one area. Everything that's around DC
Mm.
and DC is like kind of like one area pretty much. So like the areas where you were is like really close to DC, and the areas where I live is really close to DC.
Mm.
So they kind of all like meld together because we all live kind of like on the border with each
Gotcha,
other.
gotcha, gotcha. So I landed on Thursday and tried to surprise him, but it didn't work thanks
Oh
to
man.
friendship.
Dude, let me tell y'all, right? This man, okay, first of all, I have to give y'all props, you and my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because first, your wife nearly ruined it. When we were
Crazy.
streaming,
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, were we streaming or were we just talking or something?
After the stream, we were talking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So after a stream, we just talking, and his wife was like, I don't remember. Can you tell the story? I don't remember what happened, but she somehow leaked it.
So we were talking to you guys, and then she was like, "Oh, that's where you're gonna stay when you go up there." And I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Ah, yeah. And you know what's funny? So after she did that,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, in my head, I was like, well, I guess he coming here at some point in the future. Like I didn't have like it gonna happen soon. I was like, eventually it
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen, like maybe a couple of years. So then I was like, telling Diana, like, oh, I think he plans to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was like, why would Aisha say that? And I was like, maybe he plans to come here. And she was like, no, maybe she just thought that he planned a trip for her. And
Oh,
I'm like, that don't make no sense. That don't make any
leakers,
sense.
just leaking information.
So then I just put it on my head. I was like, okay, well, Kurt probably coming here.
Mm,
Sorry, wanted coming here.
don't matter.
And at some point, he gonna be here. So cool. At least I know he have it in the works, planning. I didn't know when you was coming.
Yeah.
So then now, on your birthday, my wife was like, "We're going to go to a party, so make sure you have Friday off.
Mm,
Make sure you have that day off. We're going to a party with my friends, her friend, and we're gonna get wild and crazy. So we're gonna buy some alcohol. We're gonna buy some patches. Let
mm-hmm.
me see if I can show a picture of the patches.
The hangover patch.
A
Mm-hmm.
hangover patch. It might not work because you know how with these backgrounds how it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
But she was like, let's buy some patches, let's buy some buy some stuff for the party. I was like, okay, cool, I'll budget for this, budget for it. I'm excited to go to the party, by the way.
yeah.
But then I'm like, oh yeah, but it's also Wanted's birthday. I need to make sure I spend time with him. So I was like, bro, I gonna be drinking all day with you. And I go live stream the party, so it's like you there.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, that's the best I could do for his birthday. Like I know that he would probably like to be here at the party if he was here in person.
Mm-hmm.
So Diana hyping me up, like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Like, you hyping me up, like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, that sounds like a good idea. I'm like, all right, cool. So I excited for the birthday, you know. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to drink the whole day, but I gonna try it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now the day of your birthday. Oh, besides that, Diana was like, oh, before we go to the party, I need to get my passport updated, which is true. She does have to get her passport updated because ever since we got married, she hasn't changed her last name. I mean, on the passport, her last name didn't get changed.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, okay, I had the money put aside for this. Let's go do it. Friday. So
Mm-hmm.
Friday, I mean, she said let's do it Friday. So Friday now, she's like, oh, the lady for the passport says she gonna meet us outside. And I'm like confused. I'm like, why would the agent bring out the whatever she needs to bring out, like paperwork or whatever it is.
That's
Then
funny.
she was making some good as I'm gonna lie, her excuses were dumb, but I believe them.
Oh man.
Like thinking back, I'm like, why would I believe that? So she was like, they keep changing the location for the office for the passport, and the airport is very busy now, and all kind of stuff she's saying. So I'm like, okay, the location keep changing. We're not going inside the airport. We have to go by the arrivals instead of wherever the office is.
Yeah.
Um, then she said the lady gonna meet us outside and give us the paperwork so we don't have to stop like park and stuff. I was like, oh, that's really nice of her, I guess. Like that's weird, but that's nice. So now I drive into the airport and I'm like, you gonna be late for your appointment? She's like, nah. Oh no, no. Before that, when I point in the navigation on my phone to
Oh
go to the
man.
airport, so Wanted has his location shared with me at all times, basically.
Yeah.
So normally when I look at my phone, I go down to Florida, I see Wanted in Florida, right? As always. This time when I look at my phone, Wanted is in DC. And I'm like,
Oh man.
why is he in DC? I turned to my wife and I'm like, babe, why is Curtis in DC? I was like, that must be a glitch. Let me text him. I was like, wait a minute. What if he in DC and tomorrow for his birthday he gonna drive down to where I live and surprise me?
Hmm.
Let me not ruin the surprise. So I deleted the text messages, deleted the picture, everything. I took a screenshot.
Oh
And I
man.
was like, babe, how I gonna pretend like I surprised? Like I was like, when he come to see me, I have to pretend like I'm
Oh, that's
surprised, right?
funny.
And I was like doing like fake, like, wow, bro, what? Like that kind of stuff. So then she's like, no, maybe it's just Google Maps glitching. You know, that happened to me before. One time I was saying I was in Texas when I was not in Texas,
Mm.
and I thought I was being hacked. I was like, I guess that makes sense. I
Mhm.
was like, but should I text him and ask him? And I was like, I won't text him and ask him in case he is actually here and trying to surprise me.
Yeah.
So no, we get to the airport and she's like, well, the lady says she's gonna be in a gray or a black hoodie or a black shirt
Mm.
and she'll be standing by the arrivals. I'm like, all right. So I'm looking out for a woman, right? In a black hoodie.
Oh my gosh.
So then I drive in and I see this person from a distance waving. And I think that's her. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, from far you look like a woman a little bit because of your hair.
Yeah.
And like not like a woman like you look like feminine,
Feminine.
but
Yeah.
more like you know them bulky women who like kind of look masculine.
Mm.
That's why I thought she was like a masculine looking, like butchy looking, like stud looking.
Golly.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
This
Like wolf.
life did not treat her well. So so I drive over, um, I pull up, and I realize, wait a minute, that's not a woman. And then I was like, hey, hi, Wanted. And I was like, wait, y'all tricked me? And at that point, I was like, oh, y'all actually did surprise me because that wasn't the surprise I was expecting,
Good. That's
you
good.
know? And then after that, we got lost for like,
Dude, we got lost at the airport for like 30 minutes. We went into like the parts where the airplanes will land. It's like, what are we doing here? Should we be here?
bruh,
No, but we can't go back.
we were driving in areas that says authorized vehicles only.
Oh my
Like we
gosh.
was I was like so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, police gonna like
Yeah.
the FBI or somebody gonna be like, what are you guys doing here or something?
Air control and just stop us like, what you guys up
Oh,
to? Man. But
oh
it was
man,
good though. I had a good time overall.
me too. It was a good surprise. It was good vibes, good conversations. good rest, like good games of Pokemon Unite, which is a
Yeah.
game that stressed me out right before this show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and so my background, this is a picture we took while we were out one night. This is a back in the day picture when we were in undergrad.
Yep, yep.
And then this is a picture of us at his birthday party this year. And dude, we look pretty much exactly the same, right?
Definitely.
We even
I
stood in the
I
same
some
like,
I somehow got darker and you somehow got darker. So you try and catch up, I guess.
hey, cheers, man. Cheers to getting darker, you know what I'm saying? But yo,
Hmm.
look at what was I gonna say about this? I forgot. It's okay. I got more hair on my face though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, a lot more. Golly.
Yeah, yeah. We upgraded, man. We had to glow up somehow.
For sure.
So that
So,
picture was around 2000, I said 2008, 2009. And then the other one is, well, last weekend. And then we were supposed to stream parts of the event. It was like, we were busy the day of the party. We had to
mhm.
go see people right before the
Which
party.
I wish we didn't.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it wasn't as eventful as it could have been, you know?
yeah, I wish we had just stayed and drank or something instead and just be social with each other.
Yeah, yeah. MK still blind. Yep, still blind. People on Facebook always saying,
Golly, golly.
uh,
Yo, and the funny thing is, right? So here we are, we going to the party, and I'm like, let me put my contacts, let me call the Uber and then put my contacts in. It shouldn't take long.
mhm.
Man, I was so intoxicated. I fumbling with the contact like,
Why you can't pregame before contacts though?
you cannot. Which is funny because I've done it before though.
Oh my gosh. But
I put my contacts in while intoxicated before.
let me just say, whoever invented that hangover patch needs a Nobel Prize or something, because the hangover patch works the next day and the night of.
Hmm.
Man.
Yeah.